Let's go, Jesse's girl.
What did you do?
I saw the Transformers movies.
What'd you think?
They're fucking awesome.
Which one did you like better?
Oh, I like them both the same.
One or two? Which one do you like better?
Probably one in some ways, but you know, I don't know. They were both pretty good though.
Why would you say that? Why do you like one better than two?
It's hard to explain.
But I mean, what about it?
I don't know. Maybe because it had more action in it or something like that.
How do you feel about the lead woman in it?
Megan Fox is hot.
What would you do to her if she went on a date with you?
I don't know. Hold on. I gotta be quick though. Mike, stop. White.
You got a lighter?
Nope.
Dude, can you not do that while I'm driving? Dude, can you not do that while I'm driving?
Can you give me a fucking lighter and then I'll let you drive?
Dude, we'll try to go somewhere so we can get matches.
I have totally been down this street before.
You ain't got no car lighter in this bitch?
Nope.
Man, you are fucking poor.
Russ has your camera.
Tell me about prostitutes. How do you feel about them?
I like prostitutes.
What do you know about the pimp game?
Dude,
what? You're not missing anything.
yes I am. I'm missing a fucking
Mickey Mac.
You have your phone. You have that camera. You have your phone.
No, I'm missing something.
What are you missing?
A soul. A lighter.
I'm missing my soul.
Happy New Year! 2012.
What day is it today, guys?
The 31st.
What time?
11:56 about.
What happens in 4 minutes?
New Year's.
What year is it?
It's gonna be 2010.
What are you gonna do differently this year?
Don't know yet.
Any resolutions?
Well, get my Class A CDL. And I don't want to know.
What is the average penis size? Like 6.5?
Elaborate, Pat.
Or 5.5?
Okay, 6 inches.
I'd say 5.5.
What do you
or
think?
6.5.
6 inches. I'm only guessing 6 inches.
I'd go with 5.5.
From your own experience, what would you say?
I don't. From me doing girls, 6 inches. I don't know, the girl who I dated for 2 months.
How was it?
Dude, too much grass on the field.
What was it? Like in a bad way?
Yeah, it looked like a goddamn forest.
Was she like a she-wolf? Like a she-wolf?
I don't know, let's just not get into that.
Was she a she-wolf or what?
I don't even remember.
More hair on your back?
Adult DVDs starting
Dude, it looked like a goddamn forest preserve. No, none of this on tape. I'll tell you the story. None of it on tape.
That's fine. Take yourself back. It happened to somebody else. Tell the story and I'll go. So one guy...
Okay, this was back in March of 04. I was on the internet one night looking for chicks. And there was some girl that was like, hey, is there anybody that's looking to have some fun tonight? I live by Foster and California. Yeah.
Okay,
in the chat room. AOL chat room. Okay. Chicago chat room. And then so I'm like, yeah, I live by Harmon Foster. It's not too far from you. They're like, why don't you come over? Let's have some fun. I'm like, they're like, no. I'm like, well, let's talk on the phone first. I'm like, I won't look at some fun. I'm like, let's talk on the phone first. I prefer to talk on the phone first. So I call up. Can you turn the recorder?
They're not even here. Keep going. It's just a story. It's just a story.
Tell a story, dude.
It's a story.
So
This
guy.
this girl.
I mean, as in you contacted.
This girl's was named. Yeah, her name was Jessie, and they sent me a picture. The picture wasn't too bad, so I went over there, and I'm like, and so it's like. Hey Rob, and it was a 2-flat. It was a 2-flat, not a 3-flat, but a 2-flat.
Exactly. What's that street?
I don't remember.
Okay.
Anyways, I rang the doorbell. They lived on the top floor. I rang the doorbell. Jessie was at the top of the stairs, like dressed up in high heels, pantyhose, a skirt. skirt, a blouse, a little scrunchie in her hair or something like that,
All done up.
and big tits.
So you were like, all right, this is.
I'm
good.
like, and Jesse's like, come on upstairs. All the lights are off except for the TV light. And so I went in the other room. Jesse thought I was gonna fuck her in her ass.
The film noir setup.
And then so I bet Jesse came towards me and my pants were off.
How'd your pants get off?
I took them off.
Okay.
My dick was in her mouth for like 5 seconds. And then I said to her, I'm like, go turn on those lights. And then when Jesse came towards me, I'm like, ah! I'm like, are you a guy? And then she's like,
how'd you know?
No, facial stubbles. And then I tried pull up, like she had hair kind of like Anna's, hair kind of like how Anna's is.
She just had
long hair.
How long was it in her mouth?
In 5 seconds.
That's not bad.
And then it was a Cleopatra style hair day. I tried to pull off the wig to see if it was real hair. I tried pulling off, and I'm like, those are tits. I'm like, no, it was real hair. It was real hair. It wasn't a wig. And then I'm like, those are tits. I'm like, you're a guy.
Hair like mine, Bob. Beautiful hair like mine.
And then I'm like, those are tits. I'm like, you're a guy, aren't you? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, why'd you tell me you're a girl? He's like, I didn't think you'd mind. I'm like, who's Jesse? He's like, I'm Jesse. I'm like, isn't that your friend? Who's that girl you sent me a picture of? He's like, my friend from Aurora. And I'm like, how old are you? He's like, I'm 21. Like 21. I was 23 at the time, nearly. I'm like, do you live here with another guy? He's like, yeah. I'm like, are you gay? And then he's like, yeah. I'm like, I'm sorry about this, dude. I'm not gay. He's like, I'm really sorry about this. Do you want to leave? I'm like, yeah. He's like, you want me to suck you off and all?
You want me to suck you off before you go?
It was a stuffed bra. No, I ran right out. No, but then here's what happened. About a year later, I was back on the internet. And there's somebody that was living by Foster and Damon this time. And they're like, does anybody live by Foster and Damon? I'm looking to have some fun today. I'm like, yeah, I live by Foster and Harlan. They're like, why don't you come over and let's have some fun?
You're always looking for a good time.
And then here's what happened. And then they sent me a picture. It was the same picture from the year earlier. It was the same exact picture from.
But what if it was the real girl this time?
Yeah, right. I'm not taking a chance. And anyways, it was the same picture from the year earlier. I'm like, you're a guy, aren't you? He's like, yeah. I'm like, why do you tell people you're a girl? He's like, I enjoy sucking straight guys off. I'm like, you know you're gonna get your ass kicked one day for what you're doing. He's like, yeah, I've done it so often that they just love it. I'm like, isn't that your friend from Aurora? He's like, no, I found the picture on the internet. I'm like, yeah, well, you're a real faggot. And then he signed off. And that's the end.
Right? Close
Are
out.
you sure that's the end?
Yeah, Ross